Oh, hi there. It's Tuesday, and as you can see, this is not one of my games. This is a WSL game that just began, and I was planning on just doing slow games on Shogi League 24, but I think maybe we'll start with this. Let me get on the sound. I have 81 Dojo muted, um, just so it doesn't get in the way of my interviews and things like that or ever create spurious sounds. But I've unmuted it now, and we're looking. It's two friends of the channel here. It's Melkor, it's Spinal Tap. An interesting matchup here. Where are we? So what is Melkor, third file rook player? I mean, I'm not Melkor. Spinal Tap is a third file rook player. Is this a waiting move? Huh. I wonder what that could be. Spinal Tap is 6 Don now. 2243. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. He's not, he's not moving this up. I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's to eventually go opposing and be able to bring the gold up. I think my regular opponent will do that quite often, leave that gold for a little longer than he used to. I think when you start playing third file rook, you just immediately go into your stuff, into your castle. Mako String Walker. It's good to see you. This is WSL. Yes, this is a WSL match between Spinal Tap and Melkor. It's still funny to me. I see the STR and I still think string. I just think string. But, after this match ends, I think I'll go to Shogi Club 24, play some games. If anyone wants to play, I'll be open to that. Yeah. This could be a long one, though. I'm just going to relax, enjoy it. Yeah, have a cup of decaf tea. I'm now on decaf tea, and I'm just trying to see. My head has been bothering me now for a while, and I've had this kind of feeling before, and relatively in the past couple of years, and I think caffeine is essentially starting to affect me. It has never affected me in my life, but I think it's starting to. So I'm trying to pull the caffeine slowly out of my life here for a little bit. Just going caffeine, decaf coffee, decaf tea. I know that there's still some caffeine in there, but I'm trying to see if that can help. You can take the man out of a programming job, but you can't take the programming out of the man. This is true. This is true. STR will always be string to me. Oh, man. So I think this is Boat Castle. I think this would have counted as Boat Castle on Shogi Wars. I'm not sure what you need. I noticed that I didn't get it when I didn't have this pawn pushed. So I wonder if this pawn has to be pushed. Emperor X, good day. Try chaga. It's a great substitute. Oh, that's the mushrooms. Chaga is mushrooms, right? It's really expensive though, I think. Not that coffee isn't. All right, let me do a search here. What is chaga? A parasitic fungus that grows on birch trees in cold climates of the northern hemisphere. Yeah. It's not a typical mushroom, but rather a hard black charcoal-like mass on the outside with a golden orange interior. Interesting. Yeah, often consumed as tea. Why? How? It always amazes me. How do these things? How does anyone even? How does anyone just start consuming this? It's like, oh, I guess maybe if you're hungry or you're starving out in the woods, you're like you're desperate, you're trying something, and then you realize, okay, well, this is okay. But what would make someone say, "Oh, look at this fungus. Let me make a tea with that. let me let me grind that up and make a tea out of this." I guess the same thing for coffee. Like, what's the process by which there are these beans? They say, oh, we could take these beans, we get the seed out, we roast it at a certain temperature, and then we grind it up, and then we infuse it in water. You drink it with honey. You had to stop using coffee. Wait, why did you stop using coffee? You had to? You had to because this is too good, or you had to stop because coffee was affecting you in some way? This feels very much like it could be one of my games, though my silver would be up, would be up here. I'd have a silver here, maybe a silver here, and my pawn would be pushed. So maybe it's not so close to one of my games, but it still seems similar. Maybe I'm just trying. Oh, agitated stomach. I see. You're like our cat. Atari, she is her inflammatory bowel disease, which she had to get the shot for yesterday again, which was only a little over 3 weeks since she had last had it, which is more than we want to give. Even every month is a lot, but to do it every 3 weeks could be difficult. It was found during mushroom experiments. It's so expensive. Like, that's the thing that's holding me back, really, from even trying it. It's just so expensive that I know if I get it and I like it, which is probably unlikely. It's probably unlikely that I'm going to like it as much as coffee, because I don't like anything as much as coffee. Like tea, I kind of force myself to drink a lot of times. Though some of the green teas I like, but like even assuming I did like the chaga, then it would be kind of bad, because it's like, well, this is really expensive. And I'd be thinking, it's just the way I am. I'd be thinking about, oh, this is I make this drink at home. This is a $3 drink. I better drink this, or something like that. I'm I'm tempted to bust out the engine on this, but no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to make this engine-y. I think I would like to. But there's also the chance that someone... No, there's no chance that they're going to come and watch my stream during their game. Hey, Tulip, nice to see you. I will like it, but I'm right that it's expensive. So I'm just going to hang out with this game, see how this goes, then start my games. You know, just... I'm relaxing. I am relaxing. Yeah, this is a fun matchup. from between the players and the opening. He opened Spinal Tap opened in third file. I'm gonna call Melkor a Demon Slayer player or Demon Killer because he jumped this bishop, he jumped this knight so early. Melkor is basically a Demon Killer player. He's a gimmick player. He's not. Melkor is someone who likes to play speculative openings. He's also not somebody that feels very strongly about his openings. Speaking of gimmicks, what are our thoughts on busting out Crab Castle during Bullet? Wait, what do you mean? Did I make Crab in that other one? Crab Castle is great, right? Crab Castle is an intermediate castle that can lead to some other stronger castles, right? Melkor must be learning from Night Sparrow. Good to see. Yeah. Yeah. The Discord is rubbing off on Melkor, who is now a confirmed Demon Killer player. You've been in a crab mood lately. Boy, I could go for some crab. Eating crab. I don't think I've made Crab Castle in a while. Oh, I gotta follow the latest position. These are so tough. I swear. All these openings, they're so tough. Shogi gets so tough in the middle game here. You're too much of a wimp to try it in longer games? Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Because Crab Castle is a way to you could make Crab Castle into Gangi. Both are, I think, very good for longer games. The more 3-0 that Tulip you play, the more insanely gimmicky your openings become. I think for me, it's really important to temper my 3-minute play with some longer play and not to get too much into it, because I notice that, I start playing a little too speculatively. Like, I start great. Like, I start solid, I start great, and then just as time goes on, it's like I get more and more speculative and a little more fast and loose, to the point where I'm just throwing my pieces out there. Like on Sunday, Sunday I played 2 3-minute games on mobile, and they were Murata system. They were both attempts at Murata system, and I think they were both, especially for me and especially for 3 minutes, I think they were really solid games. And then I stopped. Because I was afraid. Well, 2 things. I was a little too excited, which I didn't want to happen. But 2, like I didn't want to ruin other play afterwards, because it's like, okay, 2 is good. 2 was good for me. I think I'd like to play more, but I don't know what I'm saying. Long story short, I don't know what I'm saying, but it was tough. It's tough for me because I do start playing a little too crazy. So what's this castle that Melkor is making here? What is this? Is this anything? Is he transitioning into something? So now are we officially in shuffle and shogi mode now? It just seems like a solid shape to you rather than a named castle. Like what is the idea? Is it to come up here? Let's say that would be a left side like King Muso. Yeah, is it going to be Silver Crown? Like, is it technically Silver Crown if just the gold is here? Or I suppose would he block off his bishop to make Silver Crown? Like, you know, if this comes up, is that something? Now that it's a slow game, maybe he's okay with just doing that. You play this silver shape, this shape Silver Crown a lot, but not with 2 golds, right? Or is it with 2 golds? Do you with 2 golds? Okay, so you don't. So you have your rook in the 5th file, but you do the long walk. Oops, you do that long walk. I think my problem a lot of times with when I was playing Nakabisha with making something with 2 golds is that, you know, my rook will be on 5-1, then I'll have to kind of like get in the way of it. Or also a lot of times, you know, people will be attacking here, so I'd have the gold, or you know, here, so I'd be bringing the gold over. Okay, you often make it against 3rd file Ivory Bisha. I see. Yeah, I usually make King Muso against when I was getting Ivory Bisha games. I would often do King Muso. Well, if it was no. I was gonna say if it was Spinal Tap's move, would he do this? You know, pawn 5-5, but I don't think so. No, because then the bishop would just take. So in a position here, in this kind of position, what are people thinking about? What are the players thinking about? Is taking space a consideration in these kinds of games? Like how is this position going to open up? Is it going to come from this kind of excuse me, is this kind of pawn push? Is the rook going to come over to the 6th rank, 6th file? Oh, partly due to 3-0, you've been loving making Cozy Castle a ton. Ah. Cozy Castle is silver 7-3, gold 7-2, or is it gold 6-2, silver 7 or 6-3? What is Cozy Castle? Just gold up 1. Okay. Wow. Committal. Oh, boy. I hope I don't fall asleep on stream. I'm just tired. You know, I was talking about my head. I'm also tired. Takes 3 moves, is remarkably good in Ai Nakabisha. Uh, where's your king there? In that, is it living on 6-2, 6-1, 7-2? Seven two sounds right to me. Okay, and Tulip says 7-2, yeah. So you kind of walk over the king and then just push it up. Wait, that other player was suggesting that bishop comes up and then the pawn. Is that actually what would happen? Would that be good for Spinal Tap? I wouldn't think so, because then the bishop exchange happens, and then the pawn, and then the knight is going to be dead. Or would the bishop drop come here? No. Huh. Is this pawn move, is this sort of in preparation for the moment that they will inevitably exchange pawns? I'm not sure what that is. If the rook can come up, I don't know if Melkor would want to do that. I mean, that's probably what I would do. Hmm. Yeah, if rook comes up, the bishop exchange does seem scary, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I think the bishop exchange is scary no matter what. What's for Sit W tomorrow? It's an interview. It's an interview. I'll it's an interview with a very strong player. Let's just that's the only spoiler I'll give. You know, I say this every time, but I really enjoy these. But as time is going on, I'm becoming less and less pleased with how I do the interviews. You know, I think I'm really bad at it, and that's annoying to me. for, for for lack of elaboration, it's sort of annoying to me. You know, I want to be better at the interview process, but you know, I just don't think I'm very good at it. Let's see. Yeah, so what are the moves here? Does he push this pawn? No. Yeah, I don't. Hmm. Yeah, what is the so any bets on this? What is Melkor going to do? Okay, he's going to take the pawn. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. No, I think I would have probably moved up the I would have moved up the rook without thinking, which I think is, you know, probably a sign of where I am in these middle game positions. Hmm. So at some point, not now, but like at some point, this is going to become power. It might even be worth like if there was a pawn, it might be worth just giving up that knight, and getting this battery coming in. But maybe not. Maybe not because the knight is still defending this square. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So that's how he was going to get the pawn. I mean, it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind. But doesn't that it forces the exchanges, right? So he jumps, then takes, and then we get the bishop exchange. Who's the bishop exchange good for? Feels to me like it's good for Gote, but maybe not. Hmm. What else do we have coming out here? So we've got this block. Once we do have the exchange, the rook can start, or this pawn could start pushing in. Yeah, maybe I do like the bishop. Huh. So are there any like style-in moves? Are there any like super style moves? Like Tataki no who drop the knight, or just jump. Tataki no who jump the knight, takes. So like Tataki, let's say the gold takes. Now let's say the rook takes. Knight jumps, takes. Well, then we'd have. Well, no, yeah, it'd be knight. But then we'd. I don't know. I don't know. I would Tataki. And then jump the knight. So I would drop just because I don't know what to do. I would, when you don't know what to do, Tataki no who, and I would drop pawn on 5-7, and then I'd jump my knight. I was gonna say no. I was gonna say I would weenie out, but it's the fact that he did it makes me think it's not weenie. This is what I would. Yeah, I think in the end, like I was talking about at the beginning, maybe there's gonna be some sort of push down this file now. Doesn't have to take that pawn. Oh. I'm tempted to bring up an engine. I want to see about my Tataki no who move. Interesting. That is a follow from Shivam0921. Greetings. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy Shogi. Stream a lot of Shogi on this channel. Usually it's me playing or me blabbing about it, but today we're starting off the stream watching a World Shogi League game between two very strong players and both friends of the channel. Me trying to guess what they're even looking for. Yeah, I think that's what I would have done as well. Try to get that bishop exchange. Jack Lantern, good to see you. You wonder if pawn 5-5 silver takes pawn 4-5 is a good idea. So it's interesting you say that, because I was just considering the ramifications of the bishop exchange, then the bishop drop on 6-2, or the bishop exchange forced by spinal tap, and then what would happen if Melkor took with the gold, I was thinking through the ramifications of, these pushes, especially this one. But this is a different situation. So you wonder if pawn 5-5, silver takes pawn 4-5 is a good idea, but maybe just... Well, if pawn 5-5 would... No, bishop would not take. Wait, no. Wait, if silver takes, then bishop would just take, right? Or would it be silver takes, bishop takes, rook takes, then bishop drop on 3-2 or 3-3 or something like that? Yeah, that's what I would have done, is always what I say after the strong players have moved. Exactly. It's a win-win. Pawn 5-5 also blocks the bishop. If bishop takes, something like gold 5-6 seems strong. Interesting. Yeah, so you wouldn't just exchange the bishops and then you win a silver. You win a silver. You would so if we did that, oh, this is before the pawn was pushed. This is before the pawn was pushed. Okay. Yeah. So if we were to go back there and we're thinking pawn. Yeah. Okay, so Melkor took. It's gotta be the bishop exchange, right? This is spicy. So now if the gold takes... No, I don't think he's going to take with the gold. Okay. All right. Wow. Wow. So I was saying earlier, how do we get out of the how do we get out of, like, how is the game going to open up? Well, I guess that's how it opened up. Rook 6-3 saves both, and now the 6-5 pawn becomes important. Yeah, once the rook is in that 6 file. Yeah. So that sort of... Huh. Is dropping the bishop on a2 just going to be way too slow? Just, you get a lance, but the rook is... Where would the rook go? Well, no. Yeah, so where would the rook go? So if we drop... Make this way. Yeah, Melkor does seem to want to make 6/3. So how do you protect that? Is there a way? Wow. Oh, is it so now is it take gold drop? Yeah. Ah. This is the stuff that I try that never works. This is the stuff that I try that never works. So, he's got so much more finesse than I do. This is one of those attacks. When I make it, it seems really promising until it dies out. And then all of a sudden the opponent has like a bazillion pieces. Yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. I was wondering if the gold was going to come to 6/5 or 6/4 first.
これより秒読みに入ります。
So now this, I was just going to say, now this allows the option of the rook exchange, which I don't think he wants. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. I think the gold 6/4 would have maintained, would have guaranteed that attack.
$30 秒。 40秒。 50秒。
Come back, strengthen the castle maybe a little bit.
5、6、7、8。
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay. Is there no way to make a move here, like a threatening move to get out of the fork? Is there no way to make the move, out of this fork so that you'll have time after to take this silver? I wonder if even here would have been good.
$30 秒。
Yeah, it does pin that gold. That's true.
40秒。
Yeah, so it is forcing in a way. Yeah, definitely gold 4/3. And oh, okay. So we're back. We're back to the spot that I would have moved to. Yeah, Knight 5/5 is definitely scary. Yeah, now Knight 5/5 is also really
30
scary.
秒
Melkor's got so many pieces, though.
40秒
Melkor has so many pieces, and he has youth. He has youth, which is more important than pieces.
50秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
Bishop 4/2 or 3/1. Huh. Does he have time? Does he have time to do this? And then this is going to... No, because then he'll have another gold to defend with. Yeah. This is. I think this is what I would have done, but it's like it's these moments where I just can't calculate. I can't. So I just do something. But obviously, I'm not saying Spinal Tap is. He can't. He certainly can't take that pawn.
,30 秒
If he takes, is the gold going to do enough? If he takes the pawn and then the gold is dropped on 4/2, what is the... How does he back out? The one square he doesn't go to is 7/3. Gold drop 4/2, pawn 5/4. That's hardcore. That's hard. Gold drop 4/2, pawn drop 5/4 is hardcore. That's shogi. That's shogi. That's not my brand of shogi. That's real shogi. That's
40秒
oh. That seems weird. That seems like he's walking into an eventual Waryuchi no Gin. At a minimum. What can Spinal Tap chess threaten here? Just by... Okay, 5/4. Okay, so I think the pawn 5/4 was in play there still. Yeah. Where will Melkor put that rook? I guess. Well, back here, threatening these. Although he does have a pawn.
30秒
No.
40秒
You got to watch out for these
50秒
bishops.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7
He's attacking. He's attacking. This would be if this was like a manga or an anime, you know. Kono Shogi something something something. You know, Melkor would be sitting back. He's not defending. He's attacking. I think, okay, darn. So, you know, he is so solid. He is so gosh darn solid. I've watched a bunch of Spinal Tap games. He's so gosh darn solid. You know, I'd still be Waryuchiing. If there's a Wari, it's like the, you know, my shogi. It's sort of like the unwritten rule that if in chess you have the option to en passant, you have to en passant. It's like the unwritten rule. For me, if there's a Waryuchi no Gin, I am Waryuchi no Gining.
40秒
Bishop 8-2. Yeah. What is that going? That's going to be rough.
3
Would he just block with a pawn?
6 7 8
Yeah. What would Bishop 8-2? How would you stop that? Could you just drop a pawn? Okay. Well. Now you cannot. Now you cannot drop that. Man, I hate playing against people like this. I hate it. It's like, oh my gosh. It's gonna be at least 39 more moves until I could even possibly start making my attack on the king. He's calculated this. He's already calculated it. And maybe he's also putting the pressure back onto Melkor. Maybe that is part of it.
50秒 1 2
That's what Furuta Ryusei was doing in that one match anyway. I don't know if he was doing it in a bunch of the matches. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. What about a knight drop here? No, he has enough pawns. Oh no, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. That's the wrong thing to do. Do not listen to me. If I'm seeing this move as my first candidate, it cannot possibly be correct. Now the dragon has to babysit this square.
$30 秒 40秒 50秒 1 2 3 4
Yeah, he's definitely applying the pressure. He's definitely applying the time pressure.
8
He's not giving Melkor any time to think on his clock. Yeah, you know, this attack really has slowed. Especially if he's not going to do the Waryuchi no Gin, which is required. Because this can all be defended by another pawn drop. If Melkor wanted to defend, he could drop another pawn on 4-2. I don't know. So, you know, these players are better. These players are at a level higher than I will ever achieve by far. But for me, I mean, I definitely feel the time pressure, even in a 60-second game, when my opponent is immediately putting back onto my court. Like 60 seconds for me is not enough. For Melkor, it probably is more than enough. But for me, it's often not enough. So I still feel that pressure. I guess I shouldn't tell people that I feel that pressure. But it's probably pretty obvious from my games that I do feel that pressure. Well, you say you're giving yourself a time disadvantage. That's true, unless you really believe that your position is maybe easier to play. Ugh. Hey, NinWorld, nice to see you. So what? No. Okay. I was gonna say, what would have been the problem with running the king earlier on, in response to the bishop drop? But I see what would have happened. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at. Is he going to try to Sinichde here? Can you Sinichde here? Wow. So that silver is now dead. So we've given up. We've given up. Well, I don't want to say it's dead because it still can take a lance, but Hyemino badge appears on Shogi Wars. Hyemino badge. Yeah, he's going to lose that silver. That silver is dead. So that was a huge. I think materially and positionally, I think Melkor came out better.
30秒
Maybe.
40秒
Maybe.
50秒1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Wow. What? He's not gonna. He's not gonna take that. He's not gonna take the gold, is he? He must. Like he must be. He must be going to take the gold.
30秒
Oof. That's that is something. Yeah, boy. Boy, oh boy. Silver drop 4-5, you think? No.
30秒、
No, he's going for the king, right?
40秒、50秒、1、2、3、4、5、
Zoinks. So takes the silver. So that way he's still defending. That way after an exchange he's still defending this pawn. But Melkor has another knight in hand.
30秒、
Can Bishop take? Oh boy, okay. Okay. Oof. Oof. I think this is over now. This is over now. Gosh, I didn't see that. This is going to be very, very difficult. I guess speed is still somewhat of the essence. I would have taken the silver with the knight. I would have taken the silver with the knight first. Because now it seems... Oh, interesting. I thought he would pull the silver back here. No, because then he'd have a gold drop. Okay. So you were surprised he didn't take the silver first? Yeah. I too was expecting that.
30秒、40秒、
Don't they say you should not retreat your bishop? Like you should not retreat your horse when it's in there. When you're in the attack, do not retreat. This is interesting. This dragon is still defending this pawn though as well. Wow. Woo! Yeah, wow, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, I would have loved to see that one continue. I would have loved to see that one continue. Oh, man. Oh, man. Um, I'm curious. I'm going to, I don't have a scene for my shogi home. Let me see. Will this show it all? Let me. I'm taking a. Oops! I just knocked my mic over. I want to. Push this over. Let's try this. Let me just paste this in. Just want to see how this is looking. Okay, so this is mostly showing up. it's mostly showing up. Hey, Melkor, good to see you. Congratulations. That was a pretty amazing attack there at the end. The token, the instantly spotting the sack. I'm still surprised you didn't take that silver first, but I want so where was so here. Wow, that pawn. So yeah. So yeah, I guess in the end, that's the it's. Oh man, yeah. So that's why. So if there's a take, well, so the thing is, if there's a take, you do have another knight, right? There is another knight. Yeah, I would feel great about that game too. Is the opening. What do you feel about the opening in the middle game? You can take any time, so the most pressuring is to chill out. Well, so I was thinking that you can't take if he does this. I was thinking you can't take if he does this. But then you can just drop the gold. So that's not a problem. Um, yeah, yeah. Goodness. How did you feel? I'm going to just flip this on just to get little quick evals in here. I mean the end. I mean naturally the engine liked it, so the engine did. But regardless, and this is low def. This is very low def. Let me at least give this the. This is low def on a slow machine. Yeah. Basically everything's winning. Everything was. So that I want to go to the sorry. I want to go to the spot here. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so in the end it wasn't here. Fascinating. So like I think I said during the game, these are those positions where I just don't know. I just don't know. I really so I from the early middle game, from the late opening to the early end game, I thought he had the advantage. And the engine is bearing that out to be completely wrong. Wow. So this was not right. No way. Yeah. I would have taken here. I would have pushed here first. But I think that's just because it wouldn't have been a logical move. It would have been a play by rote. It would have been a play by rote before moving over. So he played so directly, you thought this might have been good for you. Man, this is fascinating to me. This is even here, it's sent. Gote has a bit of an advantage. Okay, the move that I said that I would make, it was still fine. It's still okay. I mean, it's like 200 points worse than it's yeah, the engine likes both of these very much. Man, I thought taking with the pawn would have been worst. I really thought taking with the pawn was worse. And it, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. What's amazing to me here is almost any reason, just looking at these five moves, almost any of these moves, any of the reasonable moves are great. Gosh. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Not, if you get to a high enough level, what seems right might be wrong. Well, you don't have to get to a very high level to think something is right and it be terribly wrong. Let me just assure you of that. But this is where did the game, was it just a slow bleeding of equity in this? It looks like it. Fascinating. I really thought his position was fantastic. Like, I wouldn't have made this move myself, but the night jump. And it wasn't. Yeah, the engine doesn't like it. Not that that's here nor there. So you spent, Melkor, you spent a bunch of time on this move, if I recall. The only other move that maintains that maintains at least a slight advantage is silver takes. You were calculating pawn 5-5. Okay. These are the positions in shogi where when I'm playing them and then when I'm thinking about them, I'm it's I'm almost thinking like random stuff is going to happen for me, and these positions are also tough. He didn't push. He didn't. Okay, so pawn 5-5 was the top move. Well, I mean, a lot of moves for him maintain. A lot of moves for him are essentially the same. Pushing this pawn is the best move. Why is that? Why is that? All right, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that. Once the engagement starts, you need to calculate everything because you knew you had the option to take the knight too. Okay. Yeah, knowing that you have that option is nice. So I was wondering what would happen, I was wondering what would happen if he just started shuffling rooks, if he just started shuffling pieces here. I was wondering what would happen. Yeah. Engine moves don't always make sense, especially if it's already good for one player. Yeah. Like, so against uh you can go into Oniguma. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel it's so hard for me to make progress, to make meaningful progress in these positions without giving up too much progress for my opponent. Really nice. Yeah, so I watch these games. I watch strong players play these positions in these games, and I enjoy watching, but I still just don't know if I get, maybe shogi is not so easy that you can just get something out of it. But yeah, it's not like shogi is just some heuristics that you can quickly apply, despite how quickly in Miss King the protagonist has advanced. Miss King reference. Oh, so where is the eval? Yeah, the eval is just going to be here. The graph is on the right. It's not quite fitting. I don't have a specific layout for this Shogi Home app. And it's still low depth. I'm only running it. This is a slow machine. This relatively slow machine, and I have not applied, because I'm streaming. I didn't give it many cores. Like, I never had an intention to use this. I just didn't feel like going to League Shogi, because I'm still very upset. I'm still about yesterday's League Shogi event. I am even more sour on League Shogi than I was. Hey, Origami1, nice to see you. Yeah, this was a game that was just played on 81 Dojo between two strong players for World Shogi League. So I am looking at that, and we're discussing that game here. Yeah, the idea. Yeah, I think that's the only. You say that the idea is that she's already got the talent and experience from watching her father play. Yeah, so I think that's the. I think that's the only way to interpret that. I mean, it's complete, BS. Like, shogi is not so easy that as an 8-year-old you can watch your dad a bit, and then play in a couple youth events, and then come back 20 years later, and beat professionals. But I still think it's the major flaw of the show. It actually. So I was thinking last week, without getting into spoilers, I was thinking last week, and we're 5 in. I was thinking after last week that the fact that she became so easily reached her potential was bothering me, but it was advancing the plot. And and not everyone wants sort of utter core realism, but I think it's now actively ruining the plot as well. I think it's just too nonsensical. It's too fantastical. And what has happened is that she's not the center of the action. So all that's happening now is that things are being thrust upon her. People are acting upon her. She's not acting upon anything because she doesn't have to struggle. She has no struggles. She has no internal struggles. And as a character, I find that very boring. She has absolutely no internal struggle because whatever she wants to do, she can just immediately do at the very highest level without any training. But meanwhile, so the things that are happening are things that are happening. People are trying to do things to her. So she's struggling against other people. She has no internal struggle. And you say her calculation is clearly very, very strong. Well, I mean, Fuji as a child was playing like she was 8 and she had just done like a school thing, and there's no reason to believe that she was doing much Tsume training. I mean, they didn't show it certainly, but like, even Fuji did not become a professional at 8 years old. Fuji 6 crowns. Hey Koshiro, I am the Mr. King. Immediately won tons of games just after learning Urashino Ryu. That's true. That's true. That's true. Also, I've won a batch of games after I started Murata system. Great to see you, Koshiro. Yeah, so I'm still enjoying the series. I'm definitely still enjoying it, and we're five episodes in, with only 3 to go. Though, like that's the real concern. That these are very short. Very little is actually happening in these episodes, so they're going to have to scramble to. They're going to have to scramble to make something happen. If it feels almost impossible that this can be a single series. Play a new opening every day. Sodibisha next? Never. 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 I will never play Sodibisha. Yeah, I mean, 13 years is amazing. Obviously, that's amazing. But it's not 8. It's not 8 years old. Why will I never play Sodibisha? Because I play honest openings. Like Urashino Ryu, Torizashi, and 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 Murata system. Well, you'll see the 5th episode, Jack o' Lantern. You'll see the 5th episode. I don't want to give spoilers, and you are right. Yeah, she played a little bit as a kid, so she won some school event. She stopped playing shogi, and then became top amateur level in like 2 weeks, 1 week. Hey, Nightwalker, nice to see you. Like, I just don't think shogi's that easy. Maybe it's just hard for me because I'm old, but she's also old. Keep in mind, she's also past her prime. The character, I believe, is around 30 years old. The character is 30 something, which I don't care what people say, that is past the prime. So not only is she coming in, not only did she have almost no experience prior to age 8, she's also coming back into the game as an old, as a boomer. Also, I'm feeling that the actress is not holding her own weight anymore. Also, it's not holding. It's just not doing it anymore. It's just not doing it enough. Like, that's the smile on every move. She doesn't. She does not. She's no longer. She's no longer fitting the shogi. I don't think she's playing her part. Um, it's implied she had a lot of experience as a child. Well, but he left when they were 8, when she was 8. So we know that ended when she was 8. How do you delete a branch in Shogi Home? So, like, let's say this 5-9 move here. Just here and then delete move. It'll delete that move and the subsequent. So let's say, so I have some moves after 2/6 pawn. Let me delete that move. Are you sure you want to delete the 47th move and the following moves? Okay. So that's gone. So that variation is gone. From what Malkor has heard, Ishikawa Sensei wasn't really that impressed with Fuji when he played him. Which was around that time. uh, yeah, it does not delete the original moves. You know, it's just like a lot of these tools. It's a sharp. Sometimes deleting a move is fraught with peril. But we have only had one Miss King viewer to the channel that has identified themselves as coming from Miss King. So we have one Miss King viewer. And I'm still holding out hope that once the show becomes bingeable, more people are going to watch it and then we'll get more viewers. WSL is in shambles. Koshiro is inting. Melkor's team is inting. I need to get some more liquid and take a bio break. So I'm gonna just to put this up here, and I'll be right back. Sorry for the extra delay. I had to get a hoodie on. I'm so cold. I'm gonna quit this app. And I am not going to quit OBS. And we're back here. Check the same. Let's go back to, or go to awkward rate. Oh, it's weird. Sorry. So everyone left. There was the raid and then everyone left. Shoot. Oh yeah, I was cursing Melkor in my mind. Because I was thinking that you were probably late. I had just yesterday, I think it was, had talked about WSL. I had made a comment about how, oh no, this was in a private discussion. I was firing shots at WSL. I said that I was watching a game and it was a new world record. The person was only 7 minutes late. One of the players was only 7 minutes late to the game. And all right, Jack Lantern, great to see you. WSL is World Shogi League. It's a competitive shogi league that's held on 81 Dojo, where different countries compete. Each country can have multiple teams, and the teams are in various divisions. And every month, each team puts 3 players out there, first, second, and third board, and then they compete against each other. And I will just go here to show the standings. Here is I'll paste this is the link that I have that I'm using. So there are other ways to get here. And so you see all these games, different divisions, and I believe the top 2 teams in each division at the end of the year promote to the next division for the next year. So it's this ongoing, really cool kind of league that spans many years. And obviously you're not obligated to play for years just by joining a team, but the teams, the construction of the teams can change and whatnot, but it's what am I trying to say? But it's scheduled. It's all scheduled. So you have to schedule your games with your opponents. And then it seems like, I don't know if it's gamesmanship or what, but I don't know if I've ever seen like a WSL game start on time. There's always someone late. There's always someone missing their shift. And it's just really weird. It's just really weird in that regard. I'm sure I'm exaggerating. But Turtwig anyway got my regular playing partner got a huge win against friend of the channel, the European Urashino Ryu player. Inting means it means intentionally losing, right? Or intentionally. I think it comes from League of Legends, where you would intentionally die to make the opposing team more strong, so that your teammates lose. I think. I don't know. So what did I haven't looked at this Kifu yet, so I want to look at this game. I just want to look at this game first, just to see if it's feeding. It's also called feeding. Yeah. Feeding. I think feeding and inting are okay. Oh no. Wait, so he did not play Urashino Ryu. He played Murata system. So he played Murata system. EP player did. And then he built Elmo. Yeah, so he built Elmo. All right. I will look at this game later. I didn't log into Shogi Club 24. Let's do that. Switch my... Where's OBS? OBS. Shogi Club 24. I'm at my peak rating. Con 98765 is in the lobby as also. I don't want to play this time control. You say inting is more so said jokingly. Is that true? I mean, I don't think that's always been true though, right? I think people did back in the day on some of those league games. Okay. You know, I don't have my finger on the pulse of the internet world anymore. Like I'm not terminally online anymore. I don't think I ever was. So yeah, Shogi Wars has not updated my stats for Shogi Club 24, which makes me think that they're just not updating stats, which is weird. They also haven't mentioned anything, at least that I've seen, about how they plan to get the slow time controls on Shogi Wars, like if they're going to do that. So it's been quiet from Shogi Wars, from Heroes, and I'm a little disappointed by that. I was hoping to have a little more clarity on how exactly the Shogi Club 24 time controls were going to be applied to Shogi Wars. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. I really, you know, once Shogi Club 24 goes, I don't know how I'm going to get my slow games in. You know, 81 Dojo is real quiet at this time of day for me. And I don't know. All right. 13Q. No. That's a sandbagger. I want to try to get... I need to keep my mental state going. I need to keep mentally strong here. Okay, we've played HG Sujina before. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I think we are 1-1. Oh, I didn't play Murata system. You don't really believe in Shogi Wars being able to ever take SC24's place. I agree. You can't imagine Shurikai players taking the site seriously. Well, Shurikai players take Shogi Wars already seriously, right? I was listening to an interesting video auto-dubbed from Furuta Ryusei, and he was talking about how, basically, reminiscing about Shogi Club 24, but also talking about the reason why he came to Shogi Wars, and it's because of matchmaking. The topic that we've discussed quite a bit. It's the reason why he doesn't. why he wouldn't go to 81 Dojo or something else. So, question here is, if this was my move, should I just bring my silver up to 3-6? Do I drop the pawn? He takes. I drop the pawn. He comes up. Wow. The bishop. So that if I drop a pawn here, he goes back. I can't sacrifice because takes. I promote. He can just take, and the rook is defending that gold. Hmm. So what's he going to do? Maybe pull the silver back? Almost feels like this silver is locked here. Okay, that makes sense. What is he aiming to do? Is he going to try to get a pawn now? Maybe push that middle. Okay, so he's going to run up the middle. That seems good. You know, I'm looking. I want the edge. I want to exchange silver so I can attack the edge here. Ishikawa Sensei didn't lose because of some BS in the end game. After the opponent made... Oh, wait, what is this? Silver sack on 3-6 seemed interesting. On 3-7. Oh, me pushing, yeah. Yeah. So I was talking about that one. I think it did seem interesting. I wonder if I should have. I wonder if I should have. Maybe I should have brought the silver here so I can come up this way. So I'd like to be able to get my king over here. Ah. Okay. So now by moving my gold, I hate when I move this gold. I think I'm never moving this gold again because it makes me not want to exchange bishops. You know, I think that's the key. That makes me not want to exchange bishops. But I really want to exchange a bishop here so I can get this attack. All right, let's do it. He doesn't have any silvers yet. Okay. All right. So he protected against the edge. Fair enough. Fair enough. Do I have any drop points? Do I have any drop points? So if I drop a bishop here, he just brings the gold up to defend he can bring the gold up to defend these two. What am I thinking? You know, after he takes, I take, or do I do any tatakis? I take, he takes. I take, he takes with the pawn. Can I tataki? Can I tataki? Not seeing what that would do. I don't want to open this up. So can I, what if I attack here? What if I attack here? I get tataki and then drop here, right? What about a pawn? What about a pawn drop here? Pawn drop. If the king takes, I get the tataki. Or the Waryuchi no Gin. If the gold takes, this... If the gold takes, this is coming with another threat. So he would drop a silver, gold, and then he would drop a silver here. And then am I in trouble? Yeah, I think that would give him too much time to defend. I guess he still can do that. He still can do that. That's fair. That is fair. Oh, he can just jump the knight. He can just jump the knight. Now he can jump the knight, whereas before he couldn't. Okay. Well, let's Wariuchi. Wow. 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 Can I drop a gold here? Like don't have to win the game now. I do not have to win the game right now. I drop the gold. You know, the king takes. Then I promote. I don't think that's worth it. I drop the pawn. The knight jumps. Should I drop the gold here? He drops a pawn. I take. He takes. I take. Drop a silver. Drop a bishop here. Okay. Yeah. Takes with the silver. Shogi Club 24 is so weird. It's so weird. It's just so strange. I bet he had the advantage. I bet his position was better than mine. The 13. Wait, so what are you talking about with this 13Q? But you say this was a really, really good game? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. So I wasn't losing. It looks like I made some mistakes, but otherwise, you know, I'm trying so hard to be able to play solid and responsibly to my opponent's moves rather than just going into the things that I want to get into and then trying to force them to make it happen. And I feel like at the end I was doing that a little bit. My hands are cold. Let me import this game. But, you know, clearly not a resign. Clearly not a resign. My hands are shaking from cold. My right hand is shaking anyway. Oops. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh. Wait, shouldn't be spamming the chat. Wait, you are never spamming the chat. There is no spamming the chat. So no one should ever feel like they're speaking too much. So you liked Bishop drop 6-5. So I want to know what you two are talking about with Ishikawa Sensei and this 13Q. There was a 13Q that was, you know, it's always tough on Shogi Wars, the new accounts. You think I underestimated my play? Oh, wow. You would imagine I might blunder because the attack was difficult to pull off in the next moves, even if it was good for me. That is, I think, hey, Spinal Tap Chess, great to see you. Good game earlier today. You know, I thought it was just an incredible game by both players. And I thought you had the advantage most of the game, which, you know, shows my eval. So we got, yeah. So where? So it's funny. It's, you say lost on the opening. It's so funny because I thought you were the one who was ahead in the opening. You know, I misevaluate those positions with the pawns in the center of the board, you know, so much. And you know, I struggle to find. I was struggling to find Melkor's moves. I felt like I saw good plans for your side, but I was struggling to find how Melkor could defend. This last stream on Ishikawa Sensei stream was dissatisfying. Most opponents didn't really know what they were doing, and then, yeah, very Kishin moves. Oh, no. Oh, that stinks. That stinks. How are those streams going? You know, I watch them after, you know, because I'm playing at the Shogi Club Sunday mornings, so I can't really watch Ishikawa Sensei's live streams. So I watch them after. But how are they going? Like, is he enjoying it? You're pretty sick of WSL. Next time Alan signs you up without asking, You're just gonna int every game. There's been a lot of inting discussion on the channel today. Koshiro was talking about inting. Melkor was talking about his teammates inting. And now you're talking about inting. We've never said the word inting on this channel so much as we have.
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
Wait, what is want to tag in for you? You wanted to leave to university again anyways. Then you could tell how annoying I am and everything. Oh. Oh man. I was making some snappy Melkor comments in the while I was streaming the game about I don't even remember what I was saying 2 hours ago. I was trying to facetiously point out how soundly you play the opening by suggesting you play something. What was I even saying? Tulip would know. Tulip would know. Got to go more class. Wait, Spinal Tap is. Wait, Spinal Tap. Are you? Wait, you're going to class, or Melkor is? Yeah, Tulip, exactly, Tulip. Yeah, whenever there's Tulip in the channel and Melkor on the scene, you know, it's going to be good times. Oh man, it's getting rough. It's getting rough in these comments. It's getting very rough. We need to play it out over the board. One of these days, Melkor has to go to Australia, or Tulip has to go to Germany, and just play it out. We'll see if Melkor can take the tactical prowess of the Nakabisha, of Tulip's Nakabisha. Tulip has a creative Nakabisha. Tulip would appreciate you. Yeah, I think she would. I think you're right. People who don't know better might look at your comment and think something, but so what it's such a crazy position here. Like, is this any good? Like, the gold drop here. The gold drop. I haven't turned on the engine yet, but the gold drop feels good. This feels sort of good as well. But I think this feels. The more I see this, during the game, I did not see this. Yeah, I was thinking about moves over here. But this feels like one of those moves that look good to me, and then I play it, and then I lose. But, I think this seems good. All right. Good to see you. You should not break your promise on getting stuck on Shogi after WSL. Oh, so this, is your problem that you sort of get addicted to shogi? Is that a problem for you? Is that you start focusing too much on shogi rather than university? If you're still there, I'm curious. You don't hear enough about some people liking shogi so much that they just keep playing. It was, speaking of that Furuta video that I was watching, it was with auto dubs. It was his Shogi Club 24 sort of thoughts after they announced that they were going to be shutting down. He was talking about how, you know, for a period in his life, that's all he was doing was like 24/7 just playing shogi. And I never trust when people say that. Obviously, they're doing other things, but I wonder. When you lose, you would curl up in a ball of frustration and madness for like 2 days. So yeah, to avoid it, you promised to go to university after the game. I see. Okay. It's tough. Like, even at my... There's something about shogi. Even at my poor level, you know, relative to you and relative to the people that you play, you know, my level is so low. But I take my... It's like, why do I take my losses hard? It's like, what right do I even have to care? You know, I'm so bad. What right do I even have to care about my results? But yet I still do. The more I see this move, the more I'm liking it, by the way. The more I see this move, the more I'm liking it. So I'm flipping the engine. Okay, it doesn't like that. It does not like that. It's 8-8 again. It's 8-8 pawn. So okay, it's not terrible. Okay. Ah. Yeah, this is tough. Very sharp position. But so that wasn't it. So the move was pawn comes back. No. Pawn drops another silver. I'd take. Wow. Mamma mia. Wow. God, shogi is tough. Hey, Fordu, nice to see you. How in a game do you pull that trigger to say to do that? What is the process by which I make this play? What is the process by which someone can make that move? Even assuming I have perfect vision, and that when I calculate the move, when I calculate this position, I have perfect vision. It's like, let's just say it's like I could see this board in my mind. How do you say, yeah, that looks good, I'm going to do that? How do we do it? Um, number one engine move is 3-4 pawn. No one's playing that move. This is, I was going to say, what if I just move this knight? So this is the top move that I saw. So drop a lance. But he just goes back. And this silver would be protecting both of my knights. Five seven pawn is what? Am I missing a tactic? What's the tactic? I'm just going to play it out. 5-7. Say he just takes it. It's to get it off of this guy? And then we drop the lance? No, so ignoring, yeah. So let's do that. Let's keep going with the lance. And we'll say he goes back. What? That is worth it, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, the engine is saying, okay, what if the engine does run here? It's real bad. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's to set that up. I see. So maybe that's a little unrealistic. So what if I just drop the lance? What if I drop the lance? I think this is... I probably would have just dropped 5-8 here. The engine wants 5-7. It's just up here. Is this bad? This gives up my advantage, a decent portion of my advantage. What about this? And then come up again. What? I see. Okay. Seven, 6 gold. Okay. This is also, for me, kind of instructive of how do I make this move. Rather than cashing in, how would I even have a candidate move of dropping the gold? I guess there's nothing they can drop. There's nothing to stop this. Well, no. Like if they drop a bishop here. Oh, it's not. It's my move. And this stops the bishop drop, and it threatens the silver. Okay. All right. All right. Well, good game to my opponent. It's a shame they resigned so early. Maybe it wasn't a shame. Maybe I'll just take those. Maybe I'll just take those. Now I'm, now that I'm 8-10. If anyone out there wants to play a viewer game, I wouldn't be opposed to that. My head's kind of throbbing. Huckleberry Finn. Hey, Ornolf, nice to see you. Yeah, you'll snipe me. On what platform? On what platform? But then your account will be blocked or something. I'm 40 points away from the glory of 7Q. I think Ghost 1 has a peak of 7Q. Let's look. Let's look here. Let's look at our friends list. Is this showing up on stream? We'll switch to this. We'll just switch to this view. I just want to look at my friends list. Yeah. Okay, so Ghost 1 has a peak of 7Q on Shogi Wars. I was supposed to play Murata system, but I mindlessly played my opening in that last game. I those first two moves I just instinctively played, silver. Hey Eric, nice to see you. Long time no see. Yeah, NinWorld, yeah. Where? Let me what out of this? Shogi Wars? Like a 5:30 or something like that? Have you been playing any Shogi, Eric? So let me update my my Shogi Wars info. And I'll bring Shogi Wars back up there. Only some Shogi Wars on your commute. Well, that's still good. That's still good. The Gaijin Dan. Let's see how first of all, let's see how our Gaijin Dan is doing. Okay, we're at 9. We're at 9 Dan right now. So we have a lot to go. I've been playing really well, but it hasn't counted yet for the Gaijin Dan. Shogi Brazil unconfirmed. What am I trying to do? Oh, I wanted to see if Koshiro has played Seitei. No. So we still have no Koshiro points, which is good. Which is very good. Let's see, Spinal Tap. We barely have any points from Spinal Tap. That's good. That means we have so Ornolf will have at least 4 or 5 Dan here. 4 Dan. 4.00 Dan. We expect more from you, Ornolf. We expect more. Oh, wow. He got the Furuta avatar. Look at this. Look at him styling. Oh no, I dream of Shogi. Oh no. If I would have known that he would have gotten it, then I definitely would have gotten it. He's at 398 Dan. You feel like you're stuck on 25% 2Q. That's a tough spot right there. The 2Q on Shogi Wars is a very, you're in that elo hell. It's hard to bust out of that. As I said that, my voice got really hoarse. Alias, rookie player. Did Koshiro said any? Wait, so I haven't been looking at people's aliases. Oh, his says rookie player. Okay, so rookie player is probably when you don't set it. It's when you don't set it. So what did Spinal Tap do? Still says rookie player. You guys are all serious. You guys are all serious business. You don't mess around with this stuff. Ornalt the same. Has not changed the title. And here's NinWorld. Also has not changed the title. Where can you set that title? It's right at this area in your view. So alias, like mine says artful celebrity, and it's just change right here. Book lover. I didn't see this. You know, I've got a lot here. I've got a lot here. Skilled person. Is there a not skilled person? Gen Z. This is what I should put. Do they have Gen Alpha? Do they have Gen Alpha? Because that's what I would put for myself. Single-minded Gen Alpha. Single-minded Gen Z. No one suspects the rookie players. Exactly. Exactly. Notably advancing. Time honored. Yeah. All right. So what should I set mine to? I'm a promising Gen Z. I'm a promising Gen Z. That's what I am. I'm promising Gen Z. Oh, I wanted to see who else is doing stuff. Where is that Sete? Look at this rating for me lately. Look at this. I'm 10-1 on Shogi Wars. In this Sete, I am 10-1. It doesn't sound like what a Gen Z would say, but there was nothing about Skibbity Toilet in here. All right, so yeah, Gen Z wouldn't be promising. Although, what would I be? I'm an unassailable Gen Z. They should add Gen Beta for the people born in 2025. Oh, yeah, they should. Yeah, there's Duck Trainer. I unlocked the Duck Trainer. I wish I could say Gen Z Duck Trainer, but Gen Z and Duck Trainer are both on the right-hand side. I wonder what I did to unlock Gen Z. Maybe I just play so youthfully. Wait, so we've got to do this. So I'm guessing that no one else has any points. Okay, yeah. So NinWorld I don't think has any points. No. So it's all I Dream of Shogi and Ornolf. Apprentice Uncle. How did you... Wait, I don't know if I have unlocked... How'd you get Uncle? Wait, do I have... I don't think I have Uncle unlocked, but maybe I do. I'm a Showa native. I don't know what Showa native even means. NinWorld is also a fellow duck trainer. Yes. Honest duck trainer. Wait a minute. How'd you get honest? Shots fired at me. I didn't unlock honest. I guess if you play Urchin or Ryu and Torizashi, you don't unlock honest. How do you unlock honest? I want to be honest Gen Z. Yeah, I do need the edgelord. I do. I'm so disappointed that there's no Shogi and Dad. I need Shogi and Dad. And there's no Tiny. Or maybe there is Tiny, but there's no Tiny Dancer. Like, I don't like Tiny Dancer. All right. Well, I'm a Yoko. I'll say I'm a promising Yokohama native. Section chief. It seems like every time I look at this list, it's new things I haven't noticed before. What is Mononofu? What is Mononofu? And section chief. Big Shot, Sleepless City, Master of Tactics, Hero, The Sun. Promising the Sun. Heir to Love. All right, I'm 1,000 Mile Heir to Love. Issuing that game number. Ooh, nice. Wait, we gotta hear the Vocaloids a bit. The music. Actually, while this is going, I'm gonna refill this tea and water. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Hands warming.
あなたが先手です。
Alright. 2 wins.
対局開
Honest
始。
Duck Trainer. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. I missed seeing the Honest Duck Trainer is fantastic. Murata system.
村田システム。
Murata system. Oh, you're kidding. Wait. Wait a minute. We're getting ducked. We're getting ducked. Wait a minute. We're getting ducked. What happened? Wait, what happened? What? Wait a minute, what happened? I messed up my move order. I messed up my move order. What's going on? I messed up my move order so badly that I bet that Duck has the advantage now. Oralf has been lying, saying that Duck is like minus 600. Because it's probably good now. Alright. Alright, let's see. Does the sack happen now? I wish you could look at other people's badges and their records. I would love to see, like... I'd love to, like, look at my friends list, for example, you know, to look at NinWorld here and look to see what castles he's played the most or whatnot. Oh gosh, my hands are like ice. I'm up on the clock, which is the most important. Murata system. This week's Miss King. It brought up a point that I hadn't thought or realized, and I think they called one of the lady professionals an idolu, and I wondered if that's something that they have to deal with. Is being an idol a big part of being a Joryu Wow.
$3分。
Making sure there wasn't someone out there. There's a noisy bang.
2分30秒
Ah, そうですね。
2分
So I've got to make sure not to allow a trade. That was to defend the pawn. Ooh. Oh, so the badge never... I wonder if the badge unlocked now.
1分
The badge
30
wouldn't have
秒
unlocked. Hmm.
1分
Drop the knight. Comes forward. Let's try to break stuff up. Try to break stuff up.
30秒
Wait, what?
20秒 10秒 これより秒読みになります
They also updated the app to count up now instead of counting down.
10秒 20秒
Gosh, boy, I miss
4 5 6 7 8 9
I think I misestimated.
10秒。20秒。1、
Goodness gracious.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Now I don't have a bishop. Now I don't have a bishop.
10秒。20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6。
Boy, that pawn was so nice. That pawn was so nice. I didn't read far enough.
10秒。
So should I take the lance and the knight, or should I just take the gold?
20秒。1、
Oh boy.
10秒。20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
If I take with the gold, or if I just take with the pawn, he takes. I drop the gold.
20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
No, no, no. Take with the pawn. Take with the pawn. I want the threat still on this piece.
10秒。20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
All right. Wow. Wow.
10秒。20秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Oh, it's mate. It's mate. It's mate. Yeah. Great game. Oh, very fun game. Very nice. Very nice. That pawn was just beautiful. That pawn drop. That pawn drop. Boy, that pawn drop is beautiful. I did makemashita. Makemashita. Oh, boy. Wow. That is not an honest duck player. That's not honest. That's dirty. That's dirty. Oh, I think I just got logged off. Actually, no, maybe... Should I Tataki here? A hero is solid. It is very solid. Should I have Tataki'd here? Or did I Tataki there? Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I dropped that. Okay, yeah, because I completely miss I underestimated this. So if I drop the pawn, rook comes over. Is that better? Is that better? I just can't defend all this. Or can I? Is that holding? Is that holding? Boy. I'm gonna do a graph. I want to do a graph. So this is just the usual duck. This is just the usual duck advantage. The disadvantage. This is the usual for duck. Okay, so this was a blunt. Yeah, I mean, clearly. This is why I looked at this position, because I thought that this was the big move. Yeah, so this brought it back to equal, and then the class shone through and won the game. Oh, wait. So I said, what if I just, no. What if I just come back here? What if pawn 3-9. Yeah, so I'm looking for all these stylish ways of defending. Like this is what I was thinking of. So I can get this. But no, then even if you do this, even if this worked, you'd still be able to Do something like that. Yeah, pawn 3-9. Pawn 3-9 seems great. It's even good because if we do exchange rooks, it eliminates some drop points. Yeah. So how do I defend? Like, this was bad. This was bad. How do I stop this? Because if I try to save the gold, it's mate, right? Yeah, that's mate. That's mate. Dropping the bishop here? What can I even do? Do I have to give up? I guess I have to give up the gold? Just sliding the gold over, but then if I slide the gold over, then there's another pawn drop. Just playing silver 5-7, giving up the gold. Yeah. Is this... Maybe now I would do this. Boy, what a tough spot. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's going to take a while for me to break this. But in the meantime, I somehow have to live over here. Boy, oh boy. Gosh, that was sharp. So back to the to ignoring the pawn. To ignoring the pawn was the key. False, Naita, false. I did have a good look at this great castle. Look at this great castle. The king is holding court. Got the bishop on the side. How in the world do you have so many pieces to attack with? So then we came back here. So I was surprised that you took. But it makes sense that a better player would. And then what? Oh, and then I tried to threaten here. Try to yeah. So what are the ideas now? How do I live here? How do I live here? Drop a gold back? Bring my silver up? No, because then this could come in. You know, I tried to defend and attack, which was a big mistake. Gold drop is just going to lose the exchange. I don't see any way to attack the king. So what are the ideas here? I don't think gold over pawn drop. I don't think that's going to do it. Silver 6-8. Yeah, is that so that blocks my bishop? Not really, because my bishop's main feature right now is defending 5-7. Two knights. Two knights, though. There's... Yeah. This just feels like it's going to collapse. This feels like it's just going to collapse no matter what. I do even have time to just come in even more. Maybe not. Maybe... Yeah. Yeah, King 7-8 feels so strange because it's wasting this gold here. But maybe yeah. Boy, oh boy. Great game. Great game. That's just a brutal attack. Man. It's always good to play against Duck in the slower time control. I like that a lot. All right. All right. Strange problems need strange solutions. Yeah. Well, I don't know if there is a solution there, but you're right. Find some way to induce you to blunder somehow. That's the problem that I have with that position in particular is that like even if we like even if I do this, it feels like it's very difficult for you to blunder here. It feels to me, like it feels very difficult to defend, but it feels very difficult for you to blunder. And like that sort of, like I noticed that in my games when I'm somehow when like it feels like when I'm attacking the king a lot, it seems like I have to somehow like thread the needle to make my attack, even if my attack is there, even if I've got a winning attack, it feels like however I construct mine, it's still very precarious. But like this attack, it almost feels like it, to me, watching this, it almost feels like this cannot lose because it feels like there's just nowhere for you to throw pieces. There's nowhere to really make a big mistake. But maybe that's just, I don't know. Gold takes bishop, pawn takes gold, bishop drop 3-4 with the fork. Yeah, yes, there it is. Okay, yeah, so I was actually looking for forks as well with the bishop, trying to see like if you can induce this pawn, but I thought, oh no, he can't drop a bishop. But yeah, you can because your rook would take it. Maybe this is playable though? Maybe this actually is. Is this potentially playable? Nah. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. I don't have a knight. Yeah, the defense is there's too much room to run, too good of a castle. And this is going to be fast, I think. Track that loss.
Loss. Current streak is 1 loss.
All right. All right. Anyone else want to play a game? Anyone else? Or another? I'm gonna need to go to the restroom again here and refill this tea. But so I'll do that. I'll go think about it and be right back. I didn't have any hot water ready for me. 8/8 gold is a bad wall. Yeah, the 8/8 drop was nice. It is really nice. Oh, I didn't change the scene. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That wall is that wall is my nightmare. Hey Picari, nice to see you. Yeah, I wonder, like in this one, I wonder. It feels like this is not as lost as the previous position. But it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad, right? Like there's so many pieces coming in and this castle's so safe. All right. All right. So what are we doing? What are we doing? So no one I see no one has jumped in. No one has jumped in to for another game. All right. So this is out here. Connection's been lost. Okay. What's going on 81 Dojo? Tytheus. I don't know who this is. This is a strong Brazil player. I can challenge I Dream of Shogi. Yes. For the first 8 miles, I mean for the first 8 hours worth of being logged in, you do. So you like in the series Lost, every 8 hours I basically log out and log in. No, I'll challenge Tytheus. Since it's the same time control that I was going to put anyway. I just don't know Tytheus very well. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And now I will. I have to unmute this. Okay, it is unmuted. Wait, isn't there a sound? Oh, there's no Byoyomi countdown right now. Okay. Ah, okay. So I'm not sure exactly what to do now. Um, okay. So I'm gonna get blasted here. I don't you know, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know how to play the Murata in this order here. So if the bishop does move, I open the bishop diagonal. Okay. Interesting. So I think I'm going to get this pawn. Do I push? No, if I push, he just takes. If I push, he just takes, right? And I promote. So if I push, I'm gote. So if I push 8-6, pawn 8-6, rook takes 7-5, pawn takes 8-7, promote. He drops a pawn. Should I push my pawn up? He still doesn't have this diagonal yet. Feels risky. It all feels very risky. Also, I think I need to open this diagonal. I guess. Hmm. Boy. I think that's a big mistake. Wow. fair. I have a better castle than I usually have. You know, I have a boat here, so it's not. Wow. So that rook is guarding this square. Although I also have a knight. I drop the knight. What can he do? Drop the knight. He takes the knight. I take the silver. He takes. He gets 2 knights out of it. So I do this, he drops the pawn. He jumps, I come back. Okay. I could bring my Token over and then Wariuchi no Gin. I could also bring my bishop up here. Threaten the knight drop. Or no, the knight drop. This is, I think, offensive and defensive. You know, I'm looking to take and take. I don't, you know, I'm so unaccustomed to this castle. I guess I'll just treat it like my normal Torizashi castle with an extra silver. Ah, okay. Could also drop the knight. Could also, so if I threaten the rook, the dragon. Do I attack the edge? Do I drop another knight? Takes. Then he's got a lot of pieces to mate with. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. He drops a knight. I attack the rook first. The dragon first. I can step out of it by attacking the dragon, and then I do my attack. It feels very strong. It definitely feels very strong. And he can't drop something in the way, so I'll just take, then pawn drop, and then I redrop. Hey, Serge Bringer, nice to see you. Q Christopher Cross Sailing. I don't know what that is. What the title that I'm holding? It's the MO. It's one of the most prestigious titles in all of Shogi. It is the Miles King. I earned in 2024, I earned the most number of D miles of anyone on 81 Dojo. Speaking of D miles, there have been changes, it looks like, in the search. This was alerted to me. I won't necessarily say who. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. So he can take. It comes with check, so I take. And then he can drop a piece on my head. No, he doesn't have a piece. He doesn't have a piece. He doesn't have a piece. He has no more silvers. He used them all. Oof. Boy.
これ
Okay.
より秒読みに入ります。10秒。
Arigatou gozaimashita. Okay. Oof. That was fun. That was a it's a casual game, so like I don't want to read too much into it. But I like what Murata system had sort of given me there. Where's 81 Dojo? Where's my 81 Dojo 2025? So was this okay? I wonder if this is the normal. I'm going to flip the end just to see if there are any blunders in this first bit of the game. You know, I took a long time on this opening here. Okay, it's fine. It was fine. It was fine. All good. All good. Okay, and this was a mistake. So and I was able to take advantage of that. So I'm surprised he didn't come out this way. And this was correct. Okay. Okay. So this was correct. I'm just playing top of the line moves. Oh no. Okay. So no. Yeah, it was. It was. And now it's this is key. Taking the lance is fine, but the engine likes this. I was afraid of getting it. If I come back here and he drops another silver, what do I do? What do I do? I come all the way back? Wait, what? Okay. And then I just say that this is I say that I'm up material. I'm up a lot of material. My castle is good. His castle is not good. And I'm going to be able to do stuff like this. No, wait. 8-2 pawn? Are you... What is even happening? What is even happening? How is 8-2 pawn the best move here? What? 8-2. What is this? What I'm so confused. I'm so confused. He's Fugire. He's Fugire. He doesn't have much. He can't drop back here because of the bishop. I guess this is a crazy defended position. So I guess the engine is good on you, engine. Good on you, engine. Okay. All right, so this all seems sort of crazy to me. I think I would take, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I would expect now. Then we just jump. He comes in. Yeah. Okay. We try to close this. This should be doable, I guess. You know, why I'm fearing this so much, I don't know. It just has to it's just not going to be won in the next game, in the next position. You think you like the 8-2 drop because that means the opponent cannot drop 8-2? I suppose that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Where was that? Where was that? Wait, where was it? It was here. And then the 8-2. But they can't really drop. All right, Eric, great to see you. Hope to see you again soon. But it also... Oh, my layout is all messed up. My layout is all messed up. I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me get out of here. I will evaluate the manner as good. Yeah. It's tough. Okay, so we played out this way. So not taking. So I thought he would take, but okay, so this was fine. This was fine. Three, 5, knight. Okay. Okay. So this is I'm 6-8 token is interesting. So taking is substantially better than what I did. But they're all still winning, but why take? So what's the progression here? What's the... Oh. Oh, I should have seen that. Oh, I should have seen that. Wait, why didn't I take? Wait, why didn't I take? Because it gave up both? Yeah. I didn't see that this is not takeable. This is not takeable. Yeah. Like, if he runs, and then the silver drop. Wait, what can I do here? What can I do here? Oh, night drop, night jump. Nope, 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 nope. Night jump. He takes. Silver drop is mate. Yes. So what is it? Yes. Okay. 3-3. 1-1. How does 1-1 mate? Oh. Wait, no. Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, so that's a key that's a key mistake right there. I mean, not key, because it in the end it's still totally winning. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, and the only it's mate from here. Okay. My daily endeavors brought a strong stroke against the opponent. I want to say that I'm getting better. I do feel that I'm getting better. You know, I am playing a lot, thinking a lot about the game when I'm not playing. But I think right now I am just on in the volatility in the swings of everyday shogi. I think right now I'm on a high. And, you know, before it was a month or so of being on a low. So we'll see. You know, I don't want to make too much. I don't want to make too much of a casual game, or any one game in particular. And you know, any 1 week or two of play. But I do feel that I'm these days, like the past week to 2 weeks, I think I'm playing the best that I've played. So it does feel nice to see some of the work sort of paying off. But I don't want to make too much into it. And it's really, I think some of the thing is really that I'm just having more fun when I am playing. And it seems to make a huge difference for me. I don't know how it is for everyone else, or for strong players. I don't know if it matters as much, but like it seems to me when I'm playing enjoying my play is helpful. Yeah, you say the Mino Castle exercises I did? Yeah, those are great. Those are great. I've got it. Yeah, it's still right here. I've got Soaring Amino Castle and Edge Attack at a glance. They're both sitting here. I haven't done a stream with those in a while, but I think I'm thinking maybe of going through Ending Attack Technique 200, one of the other books by Kaneko. I'm thinking of doing that on stream I just have to make the scenes or make the study. But yeah. All right. So there is that. That's, what is it? It's 2:17 p.m. It's close to 4 hours. Close to 4 hours on the stream. What am I saying? I don't know. I think that's going to do it. I think I'm going to, just like I said yesterday after Atari's thing, I think I'm just going to I'm going to rest. I think I'm just sick. I think I caught something. I must have caught something on Sunday where I'm just sick. The roof of my mouth, my breathing, my sleeping, my head. So I'm gonna take a break here. Cut it off at 4 hours. I apologize. I actually, when I started this stream, I was hoping to have a real long one. But I think I'm just gonna cut it off. I'm sorry. So I'll see you all soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, let me just see. Let's check out Shogi. I didn't track that win. Let's check out the winning streak event.
Win.
I'm not sure.
Current streak is 1 win.
How long it's going? 2 days. We have 2 days left in the winning streak. Yeah, sick. So that's the thing. You know, sick. Does sick actually? Does being sick make you better? Does it make you concentrate more? You know, there are some of those famous sporting events, famous events in sporting history where the player had a flu and they played like one of their best games ever. Like it seems possible. It's because it's almost like you're more focused because you know that you're sick. I don't know. It's been worse for you. You tend to not think and just make one move blunders. Oh, in your 3-minute games, I dream of saying that I'm playing worse, and I still have a 4 Don Q on Shogi Wars. You feel a lot more sluggish and you're flagging a lot. Maybe that's just part of growth, is that you're trying to make better and better moves now. So you're trying to make better and better moves now. So it's taking longer. And then sometimes when I try to make really good moves, I end up with these ridiculous 1-move blunders that it's like I don't see the forest for the trees. Not to compare myself, because I'm not even comparable to your level. But yeah. So I have a 2-win streak right now. I don't know who these players are. I would love to get the avatars, but for some reason I am just not feeling like super motivated to get these avatars. Like I usually don't want to pass up any opportunities, but for some reason on this one I'm not. I think because I've been playing well, I've been thinking, what's mattered more to me is playing well in the slower games. So I've been not pushing it. I'm just really afraid of like I was saying earlier, I'm really afraid that if I start playing more 3-minute games, I'm going to start getting too sloppy. Because that happened, that's happened in the past, where it takes a while for me to recover from the 3-minute games. And so I'm holding off. But how many games have I played this year? I'm trying to. Okay, so I have not played yet 2,000 games, but I have won 1,000 games. So will I get 2,000 games played into 2025? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to close it up. Sorry for rambling at the end. Thank you, everybody. I will see you later. Enjoy your shogi and have a great remainder of the day. Take care. Bye.